Just got done flying aside. Now it's time for me to go get something to eat. It's about 1 p.m. By the time I get to the spot to eat, it should be about 1:30, 2 o'clock. You know, it's good to fast, bro, especially if you've been eating junk. You know, pizza, turkey, dressing. You know, sometimes you gotta fast though. You know, it's good for you. You know, 3 meals a day is too much, man. But I want to talk about something, man. And I know a lot of Bible thumpers, you guys gonna be upset at what I'm about to say right now. You feel what I'm saying? You know, Bible thumpers, you're gonna be like, no, that's not true. He exists. God exists for real. There is a God. You know, I got into an argument with O'Shea Dude Jackson when he first started YouTube. This is before he blew up and became the O'Shea Dude Jackson right now. You know, he got tons of subscribers. He surpassed me a lot. Matter of fact, he surpassed me by a lot, a whole lot. Man. But me and him got to an argument about whether or not there's a God in the sky. I say, no, I don't believe in a God, bro. There is a God, Kalecat. There is a God. I'm like, show me where. Where's the evidence at, huh? Your Bible ain't your body, shoot. Your Bible ain't good enough. Where? Show me. Where's the real evidence that he exists? Did Jesus walk the earth? I think not. I think not. There's no evidence of him either. There's no evidence of Jesus walking the earth, bro. Period. Not a pot, not a pan, not a trace. Okay? We don't even know what he cooked his rice in. You know, what did Jesus eat? You know? We don't even know that. We don't even know. You feel what I'm saying? So after I started like doing my research and shit like that and thinking for my own self, I came to the conclusion that God and Jesus did not exist. It's just a fairy tale, a myth. People have bought into it. That's all it was. You know, he really did exist. He really did. Yeah, in your mind, you think that he exists, but is there some real evidence that he existed? I don't think so. There's no real evidence that God existed, bro, or that he exists in the sky. Like, come on, bro, a quiet God, but in the Bible, he was an outspoken God. Okay, he talked to people from the heavens. He did. He punished people. Okay, he punished people for not doing as he say do. He brought a flood to the earth. Okay. But, you know, you feel me? You know, and all the other stuff, bro. Like, but then nowadays, think about it. We got a quiet God that don't do nothing, bro. What happened to the God in the Bible that was very outspoken, that demonstrated his power? Okay. When you did something wrong or out of turn, he will punish you for it. But we don't got a God like that no more, bro. That's how I say the Bible, that's a different type of God than it is right now. Like we ain't seen no God, bro. We haven't seen nobody come out of the sky right now. You feel what I'm saying? I believe there is no God. How we got started, bro, who planted this here, we really don't truly know. There's some theories, you know what I'm saying? Like the Big Bang Theory and shit like that. Some motherfuckers think that we came from apes. I doubt that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe in money. Yeah, I believe, that's what I believe, bro. That's what's gonna save you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's gonna save you. It's money. That's what you gotta believe in. Cause this God stuff, he ain't gonna save you, bro. Matter of fact, God let that one incel, you know, be single for 27 years. No God came to his rescue, bro. Well, oh yeah, but God would come to the Israelites' rescue. He fought along, you know, on the side of them in war. Okay, all these stories and stuff like that, bro. That shit, it don't apply today, bro. It don't. You feel me? Like, it doesn't go with today. How he made manna fall from the sky, and then Jesus Christ came down. He performed all these miracles. He even raised the dead. I forgot about that. He raised the dead. He healed people and shit like that, man. Come on, bro. Ain't no such thing as that shit, bro, in today's time, okay? And then Jesus got killed, and then he was resurrected from the dead and all the other stuff. And then he left to be with his Father in the heavens. Like, that's fucking stupid, bro. That's stupid. So Jesus wasn't mad that he got put on the cross and suffered severe pain. He didn't want to get vengeance on his enemies. The natural thing to do, man, when somebody do you wrong like that is to get vengeance, especially if you got the power to do so. But yeah, you talking about you're going to bring Armageddon and destroy everybody. How's that make any sense, bro? You didn't get revenge on your motherfuckers who hung you up on the cross. Was you coming back to get revenge on motherfuckers right now? Come on, you're going to bring forth Armageddon. Everybody's going to die except Jehovah's Witnesses and the people who believe in him and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. What about the motherfuckers that hung you up on the cross? You should have got revenge on them. So that's what I'm saying, man. You saying that Jesus Christ is not violent, he won't kill nobody. But what about Armageddon? You feel what I'm saying? So he said Armageddon is the end of this system. He's gonna kill everybody. Fire's gonna come out of the sky. Jesus Christ is gonna show up on a horse, okay, and followed by his angels with horses and swords and shit. Come on, man. We got guns now. We don't need swords anymore. Fucking stupid, bro. You know, fucking sword coming out of Jesus Christ's mouth, coming from the sky. Literally, Jesus Christ is coming down from the heavens with a sword in his mouth, on a horse. You know what I'm saying? Ready to kill Satan the devil. He's another myth, man. Satan the devil, he getting desperate. Like, he getting desperate. No, human beings are the ones that are desperate down here, man. Fuck out of here, man. You feel what I'm saying? So all this goddamn Jesus Christ and God stuff, bro, it's all fairy tales to me, bro. Once I started thinking with my own brain and started questioning it, I started questioning the belief. I started questioning the Bible. Okay, that's when I started to wake up and smell the coffee. Okay, I started to wake up to smell the coffee when I started questioning things. You feel what I'm saying? All the religions out here are fake, bro. Every single last religion out here. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be one God, bro, right? You got people down here on earth worshiping different types of gods. You know what I'm saying? But there is no God, though. Trust me, it's not. There is no God. He don't exist. Because if there was a God, bro, and especially the way they describe God in the Bible, we would know it. I mean, in the Bible, he made sure he showed himself. You feel what I'm saying? He for sure let you know he exists by coming out of the sky, talking to Abraham, talking to Moses. He talked to all of them. You feel what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he probably would have figured out what God looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would have figured out, oh man, God, he looked like this, he looked like that. I was up there in the mountains, bro, and I saw what God looked like, bro. God is this big ass, like what? A big ass sparkle in the sky, bro. Like, hella bright and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was glowing when I came down from the mountain. You know, because I felt God's power and shit. You know, that's how motherfuckers would be talking if he came down from the mountain talking to God. They said that he was up, it was Abraham, was up in the mountains talking to God, writing down the 10 Commandments. Okay? And they said when he came back down, he was glowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you didn't know what he looked like? You ain't seen no God? That's another thing. Nobody has saw the so-called God in the sky, bro. Nobody knows what he looks like. Wow. How could you believe in something and you don't even know what it looks like? We don't even know. We don't got no picture of God. God hasn't came down and talked to nobody in like centuries since fucking Jesus died. All of a sudden, when Jesus died, God stopped talking to people. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's bullshit, bro. And then when you go to church, you hear the same ass bullshit stories. What Abraham did, what Isaiah did, you know, what Adam and Eve did. It's a constant reminder. The reason why we get sick and get old and die, you know. The reason why we die because Adam and Eve, they started the first sin. So God punished everybody. What type of God that will punish you for somebody else's crimes? We had nothing to do with Adam and Eve. That was them. This is us. So we gotta get old, get sick, and die because of what Adam and Eve did? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's a cruel God, bro. That's cruel. To punish you for somebody else's crimes. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, come with me, you'll live forever. Paradise is gonna come through. You're gonna live in a paradise. You're never gonna get sick. You're never gonna get old. You're never gonna die. You'll be perfect again. This is what these motherfuckers are saying, bro. That God is gonna bring forth a new system. But first, they're gonna kill everybody in this system. They're gonna kill all the government. Gonna strike them down. You feel what I'm saying? You know, whatever, bitch. Suck my dick. Fuck you. I'll beat your fucking ass. Say that in front of my face. You got motherfuckers that wanna, you know, all that shit that they talk about in the churches, in the Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall, and the Mormon Church, Islam, all of it, bro. It's a fake. Look, I understand, like, black people gotta have their own religion, like Islam, gotta be together, right? To bring black people closer together. I understand that, but their religion is false too, bro. Because they believe in the sky, the God of the sky too. I don't believe in that either. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, because when you think about when the Bible, like I said this before time and time again, when the Bible was written, it was only 2,000 years ago. Like 1,500 to 200,000 years ago, okay? To 2,000, from 1,500, 2,000 years ago, the Bible was written. We've been around way longer before the Bible, bro. A lot of people, they believe everything that they're taught, but they never ask any questions. They're like, God damn, this Bible was written like late in like human history. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we've been around longer before the Bible, man. Matter of fact, Christianity been around for like 4,000 years, man. I looked that up. So 4,000 years, man, we've been here for we've been here for about 350,000 years. 350,000 years, bro. We've been here. So where that Bible come from after many years of being on earth? Where the Bible come from? That Bible's supposed to have been there when we first appeared here on earth, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So the Bible came late in humans' history, okay? That shit was late. Came late. And the witnesses, they're the worst type of religion. Oh, the Jehovah's Witnesses, that's the fakest, most faggoty religion that you could possibly think of, bro. Damn. And it's not even a religion, it's like a cult, bro. Fuck a cult. You feel what I'm saying? And they're the smallest group in the world. Nobody hardly believes in what they say, bro. That shit is not even believable what they saying, bro. Like, God will come back, bring forth Armageddon, destroy all the bad people, destroy all the governments that's in place right now, and then destroy Satan the devil, and then we walk off into the sunset, happily ever after and shit. It's like fucking dumbass there. My mom used to go there when I was like a little kid, bro, and she fucking died before that even happened. Because she used to always say, man, we're gonna be in a new system by the time, the next 5 to 10 years, we're gonna be in a new system. By then, we'll be in a new system. She kept saying that all the time. Because the Jehovah's Witnesses, they tell you, like, the new system was coming, God's gonna come out of the sky with Jesus on horses, with a sword coming from his mouth, talking about, yeah, I'm about to kill everybody who don't believe in me. We're bringing forth Armageddon. Everybody gonna go back to being perfect again. We're gonna live happily amongst each other. We're not gonna fight each other. We're not gonna do the racism shit no more. Everybody gonna be peace and love. Oh man, boy, that's some bullshit stories, boy. Boy, talking about being inconsistent. I brought that shit when I was younger, bro. I used to think that Armageddon was coming. When I used to hear stuff in the sky at night, like an airplane or something, I'd be like, shit, that's Armageddon coming? I used to be scared, bro. I used to be shaking in my sheets, you feel me? I'm like, Armageddon is coming. Armageddon, no, that's an airplane. Shit. You be scared of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So once I started doing my own thinking, bro, once I started to like ask questions and think outside the box, I start thinking like, damn, this shit don't really, he don't exist. From all the evidence that I have gathered, you feel what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm about to end this live, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get some food. I'm starving. I can't keep this live going on no more. But you guys have a good day and shit, bro. I'm tired and I'm starving and I'm tired. You guys have a good day. I'm out.